Okay, so tonight I am unboxing the Wizkids Wave 16 miniatures from Wizkids Games, and I've got quite a nice little selection to show you. It's not a huge selection, so it might not last the hour, but it's a lovely selection to show you. And of course I want to say thank you so much to Wizkids Games, because they actually sent me these miniatures to show off to you all. Okay, so let's make a start with the miniatures. These are all the main ones. Hello, Ty, and Stuart's in the house. We're starting off with the Ice Troll. Let's see if I can get some better focus for you all. Hello, Michelle. Well, I got my little spinny thing. Let's start spinning the wheel. What I'm going to do today is I shall unbox all the larger miniatures, but the smaller ones we'll just keep in the package. So I'll actually show you close up like this. So what we got some miniatures from the D&D range, and then we've got some from the Magic the Gathering, and there's a couple from Pathfinder as well. Hello, Gareth. Star Wars Man's in the house. Hello, Corey. So what I'm going to do is just slowly show you off these miniatures. And with all the large miniatures, I will take out of the packaging. Now, if you want me to take any of these out of the packaging, just let me know, and I will be quite happy to take them out of the box to show you a closer look. Right, we got the Cyclops. Now, all the large miniatures, I will take these out of the box to show you a nice 360. So this is the new Cyclops miniature. Now, all these miniatures should be available to buy from November time. So I'm lucky enough to have a little early view. Now, what's good about today is because I'm not actually painting, if you got any questions in chat or anything, I can actually answer all your questions and get more involved, even though I'm half asleep. And I do apologise if I look half dead on stream tonight. Okay, so all the large ones, we're going to open these up and then I'll do a 360 of them. What I've noticed as well with the this wave is they've changed all the bases to see-through now. Now, see-through bases are very, very nice for your miniatures if you don't want to actually do the bases on your miniatures. A lot of people actually prefer clear bases. It means you'll be able to see any of the scenery underneath your miniature. But these ones are absolutely fantastic. For the bases, I prefer, and welcome Reaper Miniatures, and thank you so much for the raid. Always beautiful to have a raid from Reaper Miniatures. Thank you so much, and welcome everybody. Today I'm just doing an unboxing of the Wave 16 from the Wizkids line of miniatures. So I'm just showing off the miniatures from that collection. And this is the Cyclops from the Wizkids line. And like I was just saying, they have now released their new miniatures with see-through plastic bases. I actually prefer to have ordinary bases which I can do my own terrain on, but if you prefer to see through what's going on, then a clear base works out perfect. Oh, Michelle, that little Michael Mordor thing at the bottom there, that is boss battles or something. I added it. It's supposed to be if you can attack me with bits, and then that knocks things off my health bar, and whoever kills me then becomes boss of the channel, and then your name goes to the bottom of the channel where the Michael Mordor is. So I've only just tried it, so I don't know if it's going to work. Okay. Yeah, so you gotta become the boss. There you are. Someone's attacked me now with bits. Look, and it knocks off a health bar from that little thing at the bottom there, and whoever kills me then becomes the boss and takes over from where I am on the channel. It's crazy, but everybody's trying to kill me now. Look at you all. Kill him. Okay, let's move on to the next miniature. Now, the next miniature, this is the one I was talking to with Corey. This is let's move this out of the way. This one is the Frost Giant Skeleton. Oh, everybody's trying to kill me now. Now, like I said, yeah, Corey's in chat. What I'll do, Corey, is I shall get this one painted up, and I will send you this miniature all painted up, not for your Christmas parcel, but for the next one after that. But we'll take this one out. Oh, my cats are trying to come in. Oh, 1 second. Oh, I'm having a fun day today. My cats have also tried to raid my workshop. Okay, let's take this out of the box and get him onto the Wheel of Pain as well. Thank you so much for following. Oh, I tell you, it's a crazy day today. Not only did I fall asleep before the stream, now my cats are trying to raid my workshop. You know, you can't buy goodness like this. Oh, when I open my bubble packs, by the way, if anybody's curious, I'm just using an ordinary craft knife, and I find the best way to open your bubble packs, doesn't matter if it's Wizkids miniatures, Reaper miniatures, I just work around on the side, so we've got a nice flat pack. It just makes it a bit more nice and neat. And what happens then is I use my leftovers for mixing paints in and everything, so nothing goes to waste. Save the environment, as they say. Right. This has got these little ties. Let me just get the ties. Oh, I've been killed already. The bold GM is now the new boss. Well, that didn't take long, did it? There we go. Well, thanks for that, killing me off. Goblin King dies within 5 seconds of the show. Okay, so here we are. This is the skeleton. Actually, what I'll do is, let me put my board up. You can actually get a better... I got a little backboard that I use for all my videos. I just use a piece of board, and it really does help. Lets you see the miniature better. Let me just grab this over here and get some focus. There, that's the boy. Beautiful. There we are. So this is the Frost Giant Skeleton. The Frost Giant Skeleton. Now, like I say, Corey, this will be for you, my friend. This will be for your parcel after Christmas. And once again, all these, all the new unpainted Wizkids miniatures, they all come with these plastic see-through bases now. Like I say, personally, I prefer to have the ordinary bases and paint them up. But many people have requested these type of bases so they can actually see the terrain underneath the miniatures. And they are very popular to have a see-through base. But like I say, personally, I prefer to have my bases like on my Dire Troll, where I can actually paint them up and do them myself. Okay, so while that's spinning in the background, I shall show you another one. We got the new dwarf fighters. So these are the two new dwarf fighters. Let me get some focus again for you. So if you want dwarves, now I know Gareth and myself are going to be playing in the new D&D game soon. So dwarves are quite important. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, thank you, the Bull GM, for doing gift subs. What you'll find with all the Wizkids miniatures is most of their miniatures, especially human size, dwarf size, hobbit size, when you buy a pack of miniatures, you will get 2 or 3 miniatures in each one of those packs. Now, each pack from Wizkids games normally costs between $4.99 in the UK in dollars. I think it's the same in dollars, as $4.99 in dollars as well. I think for £4.99, it's a very reasonable price for 2 miniatures. Yes, with the boss battles, not only do the bits work, subs work, follows work, so everything just attacks. Yeah, the Bull GM just killed himself. Awesome stuff. Okay, we've got a new Ogre. This is the new Ogre. Now this package is a little bit ripped, so I will actually take this one out of the pack to show you. I've got to be careful I don't cut my fingers and look at you all at the same time. And once again, as you can see, comes with a clear 50mm base. Let's move my camera in. Okay. I didn't think the boss battles would be popular, but obviously, obviously they are. Okay, so this is the Ogre. This is the new Ogre from Wizkids Games. Now these ones are very exciting. I like these ones. These are the boggles. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my boggles. Let's see if we can get some focus again. Yeah, look at these. These are tiny, but absolutely gorgeous. Very, very nice. Nath, you like the ogre, do you? So these are the boggles. Now, if anybody knows of any stories, I'm sorry, Ty. I apologise. It is a family show. I won't show my boggles to anybody else. If anybody has any stories about any of these characters, or if you know, oh look, Rod is the new boss. If you've got any stories about any of these characters, if you've played them in your D&D games, let me know in chat and tell me how they were, if they were, you know, awesome, and what you got up to. Here's some Myconid. I don't know if I can say that right. Is it Myconid, Sovereign, and Sprouts? Welcome to the hype train. Let me get some focus again. You'll have to excuse my manky camera. There you go. I am saving up for a new camera on my stream, and hopefully in the future that will give a much better. It'll do the zoom in automatically. I mean, the webcam that I'm using now is perfect. It works fine, but for the streaming, sometimes you need something a little bit better to get the job done. But the picture is a nice, very, very nice picture with this webcam. But it's the actual focusing that's the issue. It keeps on going in and out, in and out, in and out. So I'm trying to get a camera that does that and actually follows what I'm doing instead of zooming in the wrong places. Hello, Painterly Git. I want to give a shout out to Painterly Git. He got in touch with me. The last couple of days, and he said he wanted to send me some stickers and a badge. So I'm giving a huge shout out for Painterly Git for being so kind. I can't wait to see what the stickers are. So thank you so much. Is that Tim's in chat as well? Hello, Tim. Okay, let's go for another large one. Now, this miniature I'm about to show you is probably one of my favourites. I've actually got two favourites. I've actually got two favourites from this collection of Wizkids miniatures that they kindly sent me. And this is the first one. You know I like the dark minis. You know I like the demon-y type ones. We got the Tomb Tapper. Now this miniature it's just a scary ass miniature. It's very, very creepy, very dark. It's a miniature of nightmares. It's a very scary ass miniature. That's all I'll say about that one. But we shall take this out of the box and have a closer look. So this is the Tomb Tapper. This is a 75 75mm clear base it comes with. I just got to take off the old... there we are. He's out. Now, the same with the Wizkids miniatures, the same with the, as we all know, the Reaper Bones miniatures. If you have any warped parts, like I can see this base at the bottom here, slightly warped, all we need to do to fix any warping on any of our plastic miniatures is we use the hot and cold method. So what we'll do is I shall probably put the base of this miniature into some boiling hot water. The base will then reset into its original place. And then all we do is we put this miniature straight into freezing cold water, and that will reset the plastic back into its original shape and form. There we go, there's some focus going. Oh, Nath, this isn't my miniature turntable. This turntable that you can see here, this is for my display pieces. What I've lost, and I can't find, and I still can't find it, is it's my clay working turntable. I had a little turntable that I put all my clay works for doing my miniatures painting, and I cannot find it anywhere. So I do have to purchase another miniature turntable. So that will be going on to my Amazon list at the end of the month, so I can get that ordered. It's a huge must-have, having a little turntable. This is fantastic for displaying your miniatures, but when you're actually painting, you don't want to use an expensive turntable like this to paint on. Otherwise, there's going to be paint all over your turntable. So I use just a manual little turntable for painting my miniatures on, so I can quickly flick on the paint. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful miniature. You see the inner side there, his stomach. The stomach is just starting to come through. Look, it's like, oh, nasty. That is nasty. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Now, this was called the Crag Cat. Like I say, if any of you have confronted or seen any of these in your games, let me know. Most of these are from the new campaigns anyway, so yeah, that is actually how I feel when I have an IBS attack. Oh, Gareth, the Star Wars man, guaranteed. I can guarantee you, as soon as I buy a brand new turntable for my miniature painting, I will find the old one, and that's always the same. I put everything in my house in the safe place. You know, when you put your keys and you've got that place in the house and you call it your safe place, but then you can't remember where that safe place was. Oh, I wouldn't surprise me if quite a few of these are from Icewind Dale Koi. So if you see any that you fancy, let me know after the show, and then we can sort out your box. Because if you want to have a few of these instead of your normal miniatures, that's absolutely fine by me. Let's move on to the snow golems then. So here we have some snow golems. So if anybody knows, just like Corey said, if they're all from the same campaigns, just let me know which campaigns you recognise these from. It's always really interesting to know. Thank you, Corey. No, it's actually no problem at all. I mean, the fact that Wizkids have been kind enough to actually send me a little selection box of miniatures is absolutely fantastic. So, you know, why I like to give back to my goblins as well. So I want to share the love with everybody else. So if I'm going to get something for free, I would rather, you know, give back to other people as well as. Yes, these are very, very nice. And as you can see, the painting schemes are always on each box on the back there. Okay, let's move on. The time is absolutely flying by from us today. What have I missed? We got some Elf Cleric. Now, I know in our new campaign, I don't know if Mokai is in chat tonight, but Mokai is going to be an elf in our new campaign, Ghosts of Salt Marsh. Oh, there she is. There she is. Now we need to get Mokai a female elf, of course. Now I can't wait to play in the new D&D game with Mokai and everybody else who's playing, like Corey and Renegade Shank and everybody else. This will be my second campaign I'm playing in with all my goblins. Now I can't wait for Mokai to play, because if you've never heard Mokai's voice, then you'll never know how excited I am to play with her, because she has one of the most beautifulest voices I've ever heard, and she sounds like an elf. Mokai actually sounds like an elf without acting like an elf. She is a little elf. she's got such a beautiful little voice. Anyway, let's carry on. Okay, this is the Pentadrone. Now, with these medium-sized miniatures, what we've got the 2-packs and the medium-sized miniatures. Now, these medium-sized miniatures, they are averaging around £8.99. So you got the small pack with the 2 miniatures. You're paying only about $4.99, and then you got the larger packs here. These are normally retailing around $8.99, and then you got the larger miniatures like this one at the back. That normally sets you back at $14.99. Now I'm talking in pounds sterling from UK. Now what I do find with these larger miniatures is I personally think they could probably fit in the smaller boxes. But but obviously there's a certain way these miniatures are put into their boxes. It's a big modron. It's a pentradon. Drone. Now this one's a very nice giant dragonfly. Let's move on to the giant dragonfly, shall we? I tell you what, I'm going to take this one out of the box so you can see it better. I'm going to take this one out of the box so you can actually see it a little bit better. Now this one comes with a 50mm base inside. Let's get you off. And get a closer look at this little bad boy. Yes, Tim. Yes, exactly. That is my point exactly, Tim. You took the words out of my mouth, but I didn't want to say it too loud. Now this is an absolutely beautiful miniature if you like your dragonflies or your nature type miniatures. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so moving on. We have the Barbed Devils. Now these are absolutely gorgeous as well. I think my favourite word is gorgeous, and that's what I normally say about nearly every single miniature. Now I will tell you the truth if I see a miniature that I'm not keen on or I think is rubbish. So I do actually say that now and again as well. But these are absolutely lovely miniatures. The Barbed Devils. Trying to get some focus again. There we go. Now these are the type of miniatures I would expect Michelle to fall in love with, because she's a little bit of a devil herself. Okay, moving on. Now these are the Coreds. I'm assuming I'm saying Coreds correctly. These are, I don't know about these miniatures, this actual particular miniature, but they absolutely are weird little creatures. So if anybody's got any backstory on these. Looks a little bit like Animal from the Muppets. And as you can see, better they're painted. When you cut their hair, it turns into the material you cut it with. Ah. There's some crazy monsters in Dungeons and Dragons, eh? Absolutely crazy stuff. And here we have the red caps. Red caps. These are very nice. Okay, now I've just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 large miniatures to open, and I have. So let's move on with the. We got the Yeti now. Let's get this out of the way. We got the Abominable Yeti. Absolutely, again, another large miniature. Now, as you know, I do love my larger miniatures for painting. They just make perfect size miniatures to actually do a nice stream painting for a miniature stream. So all these large miniatures for me are just absolutely fantastic, and they make a great show. As you it is a badass mini. It's absolutely awesome. As you can see there, that's the back of the box, and we will be taking him out of the box now. I will be back doing the shows every Thursday. Like I say, every single Monday is my Reaper Miniatures show, and every Thursday is normally for my Wizkids miniatures. I have been doing a lot of Reaper lately, which is absolutely fantastic, but I do need to get back and do my Thursday show for Wizkids. So Mondays we'll be back doing the Reaper miniatures, and Thursday we'll be back doing the Wizkids shows. I got no, apart from my once a month, I do my extra show with Gareth. I got no intentions so far of adding another show in a week. I think twice a week for me is more than enough. There we go. Gareth the Star Wars man, you still are a walking encyclopedia. Excuse me, I just dropped everything on the floor. There you go. Right, the Yeti comes on a 75mm base as well. All clear bases. And this one's got tags on it, so I just snip the tags off. There we go. And we can give that a little 360. Yeah. Come closer. There you go. Oh, he's a beast. Absolute beastie boy. Yes, I need to... I mean, I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since 5th edition. So I've been playing 4 or 5 years. I started playing with Tal in chat. I started playing with Renegade Shank. So I really haven't been playing that long, especially when a lot of my friends have been playing Dungeons and Dragons since the 70s, 80s. So for me, playing Dungeons and Dragons for the last 4 or 5 years is just, I'm still a noob compared to most of my friends. And it is very hard to learn all the monsters. I mean, there's so many books and so much knowledge and wealth of information. It is very, very difficult to keep up with everything in the D&D universe. But it is so much fun. I mean, all the monster manuals and all these things, they are just, it's just an amazing world to escape to. Okay, let's go on and move to the next one. Now we got 2 more miniatures, which are from the Dungeons and Dragons range of miniatures. So we got the. Now I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this wrong. Claire told me how to say this yesterday, but I've already forgotten how to say it. The Chimera. I'm saying it wrong. I know I am. I'm sure she'll say after the show, "Oh, you said it wrong." Chimera. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Everybody knows how bad my English is. Chimera. Is that right? Chimera. Why? This is why English, right? English is a language which is absolutely crazy, because even you got the CH, which is a sh, it's pronounced with a K, eh? Pronounced with a K, but spelt with a C. The English language sucks. That's absolutely crazy. I found it easier to learn Spanish. I found it easier to learn Spanish than to actually speak my own native tongue. With Spanish, the difference between Spanish and English, and why I loved speaking Spanish, was because everything in Spanish is spelt how it sounds, and that for me made it very, very easy, because I'm dyslexic. Spelling things how they sound is how we work, and in Spain everything is spelt how it sounds. Now with the UK language, everything is spelt stupidly, in my opinion. And I apologise for that. Chimera. It's so different all around the world how languages and words are spelt and said. this is also why I have huge respect for all my foreign friends that actually speak English. I mean, in the UK, we are actually quite a lazy nation. That most of us don't speak more than one language, which is English, and yet all our European friends, you can guarantee nearly all of them will know a little bit of English plus their own native language, and yet in the UK, it's like English, and that's it really. Okay, so this is the I'm not going to say it. I'm giving up. Here's the beast. Here's the beast. Enjoy. Oh, well, thank you for that. I am Terjon. Yes, but I actually, we're going talking of Greek mythology. I actually do love everything to do with Greek mythology, so that actually interests me very, very much. Okay, this is the last one coming up. This are for the Dungeons and Dragons. So we've got one more Dungeons and Dragons miniatures to show you. And then we've got 3 miniatures which are from the Pathfinder range, and then we shall call it a night. So the next miniature is Mouth of Grolanta, and it's an absolutely gorgeous miniature. So let me get this out and show you. I'll show you the box first, of course. Hello, Renegade Shank. You got a full 5 minutes before I close the show down. It's absolutely fantastic to see you, Renegade Shank. I know you work so hard, or you could be just like me and you fall asleep before the show starts. I'm so embarrassed. Claire comes running into the bedroom, and I'm snuffled on my bed with the dog, fast asleep. And she's like, Mikey, it's like 5 to 7. Your Twitch stream starts. So a few choice swear words. And I was on stream. This one will be a fun miniature to paint. As you can see, I like all the miniatures with all the muscles and tones, because it gives you lots of fun to work on the skin tones on these type of miniatures. So let me get this one out of the packet for you, so you can see a closer look and a 360. Oh, good. Thank you, BoldGM, for giving me the backup and support I needed there. It's all down to age. It's all down to age. Now, what's happening with my life at the moment is I am working all through the night. My sleep, I average 3 hours a night sleep because I'll be painting my miniatures. And then what happens is I will sleep for the day because I got 3 cats and a dog, and if you've got animals, you know how beautiful it is to cuddle up with your animals in the daytime and snuffle in and go to sleep. So that's what happens. And the trouble is, sometimes everybody goes to sleep. And the whole house is fast asleep in the middle of the day. Okay, so once again we got a 75mm clear base that comes with these miniatures. This is an absolutely beautiful sculpt. The only thing that I would love Wizkids to do is to do like Reaper Miniatures do, and have the name of the sculptors on the actual packaging, because I would love to give a shout out to the sculptors like I do with the Reaper Miniatures. For me, the sculptors are the heroes, as I call it. The sculptors are the heroes that make us have a beautiful hobby. They are the unsung heroes, as I call it. If you didn't have the sculptors or designers, sculptors. I mean, nowadays a lot of these miniatures are actually done on the PC, so they're not so much sculptors. They are designers on their PCs, but even then they are still designing these miniatures. So I would like to have the names of all these sculptors and designers, so I could give them the respect and love they need for giving us all these miniatures. And Reaper Miniatures actually do that with their minis, which is absolutely very, very kind of Reaper to do that to their sculptors. Yes, he's definitely a bad boy, Nath. Yes, you take care of yourself, Tal. I shall talk to you very, very soon. Okay, so we're coming on to one of my other favourites. Oh no, we're not. No, we're not. We missed one. We've missed a mini here. No, we haven't. Right. Okay, so we are actually going to move on now. We're going to do the last 3 miniatures from. We're going to do the Pathfinder miniatures now. So we've got 3 miniatures from Pathfinder. Now this is one of my other favourite miniatures today, and this is from Pathfinder, and this is the Zombie Brute. Now the reason why I absolutely love this miniature is because the Zombie Brute has actually ripped his arm off, and he's using his arm as a club. I just think that's classic goodness right there. Classic goodness right there. You can't get better. you can't get better. It's just, that's what you want. You need a Zombie Brute. He's ripped his arm off and he's using it as a club. You know he's badass. You know he's badass. When somebody does that, you know he's badass. Yeah, that is nice. It's a very, very nice sculpt as well. It is very much like a hill giant zombie. It probably is a hill giant zombie. I'm going to say it is now that they've said that. But that's the Zombie Brute. And as you can see, this painted version on the back there, all his guts is coming out there. Little bones showing through. But I just love the sculpt where he has actually ripped his arm off and he's using it as a club. It's just classic. I love it. Now this is the skeletal horse. This is a large skeletal horse from Pathfinder Battles. I haven't really got much to say on this one apart from it's a skeletal horse. Now we've seen many skeletal horses from different companies and Wizkids. So there we are. That's a skeletal horse. Now, if any of my patrons have taken a fancy to any of these miniatures, then just give me a shout out to us, DM me, and we shall sort something out for your parcels. And okay, so let me get this one out of the way. Now, what I'm going to do, this is going to be the last miniature for tonight. This is again from Pathfinder battles, and this is the Zombie Hulk. So this wave 16 has had many large miniatures, and as you all know, for me, painting large miniatures on the show is just fantastic. So we got some more zombies. He takes pimps. Okay, so let me just take this one out of the box for you. And then we shall actually, this will be the last miniature of tonight. There we go. Now, I got a couple of Magic the Gathering miniatures, but I've also got some Magic the Gathering miniatures that I didn't show from the last wave. So what I'll do is I'll make a little YouTube video of the last few miniatures that are from the Magic the Gathering, because Magic the Gathering to me is completely different than Pathfinder and Dungeons and Dragons, even though the miniatures are absolutely beautiful. Now, I know Gareth the Star Wars man is a huge Magic the Gathering player, or was. I was watching Gareth's stream, actually I think it was this morning at 3 AM or 4 AM this morning. I was watching Gareth's Twitch stream, and they were talking about, I think it was today. They were talking about his Magic the Gathering playing. I think it was Magic the Gathering. I can't remember. And that's why I fall asleep myself, because I am watching my friends' Twitch shows at 4 AM in the morning, and they wonder why I'm fast asleep when it comes to my Twitch show. The zombies are fantastic. Like I say, I will be doing the Wizkids painting every Thursday from now on. Mondays will be for my Reaper miniatures. I'll still be using all the different things on my shows. So there we are. That's all the miniatures so far from the this is all the D&D miniatures and the Pathfinder miniatures I've had sent to me by Wizkids Games. Now, once again, I want to thank Wizkids Games so much for being so kind. Are we doing the giveaway? Yes. If you want to write down, give me a free mini. If you're on a painted tier, just put down in chat, give me a free mini, and Claire will add you to the Wheel of Pain, and then she'll tell who the winner is in Patreon on our Discord. So anyway, give me a free mini, give me a free mini. Or does it look? There's Tim. Give me a free mini. Tim's like, I'm a Goblin Bones collector now. Give me a free mini. So once again, I want to thank Wizkids Games for sending me these miniatures. It is a huge thing for me. I mean, I am a very small creator compared to some. And the fact that they are showing me some love, like Reaper Miniatures do, is absolutely fantastic. And I couldn't be more happy. It's a dream come true when a company sends you miniatures to review and paint and enjoy with all my friends. So once again, thank you every single one of you for following me, for supporting me and watching the show. I love every single one of you. I will be back on Monday, and we will be back doing our Reaper Miniatures. So until then, I shall say goodnight to every one of you, and I shall talk to you soon. So have a wonderful weekend, and I'll say goodnight.